Hi, you guys, I am so excited about sharing this card with you. I was cleaning out my room, which still needs more work, but I was cleaning out my stamp room and going through some old cards that I had, and I found this one, and I'm like, I have got to show you this. Look at this card. It starts out like this, like a full card, and then it opens like that. Isn't that the coolest thing? I love this. Now, I'm going to show you how yeah, this card's kind of coming apart because I had to take it apart so I could figure it out, and I think I have. So let's go ahead and get started with this. I'm so excited to share this with you. Okay, now, first thing you're going to need is you're going to need some DSP, and what I've used is from Pretty Petals Designer Series Paper Pack Stack. Okay, let's try that again. Pretty Petals Designer Series Paper Stack. There we go. Okay, and look at this beautiful paper. Nice and bright and springy and very colorful. And of course it has butterflies in it. There's some. And there's some. And you know what? This is pretty paper, but this is not the one I used. So let me show you. I will go back and we'll show you this one. Is this the one? Yep. Okay, Cherries on Top, it's called. And this is still pretty paper as well. It has to do with birthdays and that kind of stuff. So this is what I used. I used the paper that had the little hearts on it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to cut 5 1/2. This is 6 by 6 piece of Designer Series paper in the stack, and then you're going to cut it down to 4 1/4. Okay, so then I'm going to also cut, I'm going to use a different piece, different color of cardstock for this one to show you, but for this one you're going to cut 2 pieces at 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So we got 5 1/2 and 4 1/4. Okay. So you're going to cut that like that. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take these 2 papers that you have here. You're going to take these and you're going to cut them in half. Now my blade is sharp enough that I can cut them at the same time. So half of 5 1/2 is 2 3/4. Okay, so you're going to cut it 2 3/4 like so. And then I'm going to take my Designer Series paper and I'm going to do the same thing. Cut it at 2 3/4 in half. Okay? Now, I'm going to move these out of the way because I'm going to save some time, and I've already done part of this for you. Okay? Let me get all my papers out of... Okay. So what I did here, let's go in here, is I attached the DSP to one of the cardstock. This time I'm using the green, and this is called Cucumber Crush. And then I took the other Designer Series paper and I glued it right on top. Okay, just like so. So see, I glued it right on top, just like that. Okay, so that's what this is. And then we want to save those because these are going to be the back of this. I hope I'm explaining this well. So then I took the Sprinkles of Life and I used this little cupcake deal right here, and this one right here that looks like a cloud, I stamped them both on white paper, white cardstock, and then I took the sprinkles and I used the, let's see what they are, Watermelon Crush and Cucumber Crush and Watermelon Wonder. Okay, and I stamped them, and then I punched the cucumber out with this lovely stamp punch that goes with the stamp set. and I cut the cucumber base out with my scissors, and then I stamped the candle, cut it out. Yes, you have to fussy cut it, sorry. And then I put it on my card, and with some dimensionals, I put it on this side of it and taped it down. And then with this, I used the word window punch. I stamped the happy birthday, punched it out, and then I used the banner punch. Now I'll just show you. Okay. I used our banner punch to get that little banner edge. You don't want to put it in like this because it'll cut part of it off. So I put it over top and stuck it down in there and punched it out. And that's how I put that there with dimensionals. Okay? So when it's put together, it's going to slide like this. Okay? It'll slide like that. And that'll go underneath the birthday cake there. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do we need 4 3/4-inch circles. So I've already punched 2 out. I'm going to punch out 2 more, maybe. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the word window punch. This is going to be the slider that makes the card slide. Okay. So I've already taken and used my grid and a ruler, and I want it an inch up because it's 2 inches, so I want it kind of in the middle. Oh, that one might be up a little too high, so let's fix that. Half an inch in. Try this again here. Okay. So now I'm going to take our word window punch and I'm going to line it up as straight as I can. Punch it out. I'm going to do the same thing over here. And I'm going to do the best I can to make it straight. And it doesn't look like it's going to be very much. So I will scoot it up so that it's straight with the other side. So now I'm going to take some dimensionals, and I'm going to put the dimensional right in the center of the card, of the circle. Okay. And you know what I'm finding is that I need to give it just a tiny bit more of an edge. I mean, make it a little bit wider because I don't want it to get stuck up on that dimensional. Okay, so see, I just cut off that much more, just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Oh, now it's stuck to it. Okay, good enough. So now, oh yeah, perfect. Okay, so now do the same thing over here. What I'm checking for is to see where I put the dimensionals in so that it opens correctly. So it's towards the inside. Okay, so we're going to scoot it over to the inside here, like that. And scoot this one over to the inside, like that. And I'm going to put the top one on, the top circle, glue it right on there. And I've tried to match them as easily and quickly as the best that I can. So now, what we're going to do is, let's see if I can remember this. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to tape this down to our backing, because this one right here is the backing of our card. Okay, so I'm going to put some, let's see, hold on. Okay, wrong. We're going to use dimensionals. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're going to use dimensionals on this because we want it to be able to move, and if it's stuck down all the way, it won't be able to move. So this is what I'm doing, is adding dimensionals to it. So yes, you're going to be using a lot of dimensionals on this one, but it'll be well worth it in the end. Okay. So there's that part. So again, I'm going to look at my card just to make sure I'm doing this right. As you can tell, I tore it apart. Okay. So we're just going to adhere it to that. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put it down. I'm going to put it in the center best I can. Okay. Okay, so then this will go on the bottom. Just like so. We'll move that to the center. Not doing that yet. And what we need to do next is we need to make this part right here. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of 2.5 square. So we're going to cut this out 2.5 square. And then I'm going to take a piece and cut out 2 inches square for the greeting part. I'm going to get 2 1/4. Sorry, wrong. Okay, so this one says, it says, money can't buy happiness, but it can buy cupcakes. And that's kind of the same thing. So I'm going to put it on here with, I'm going to stamp it on with this Watermelon Wonder, which I think is really cool. Okay, so I think I'm going to put it towards the top. No, I'm going to put it towards the bottom, because I think I have a plan. Okay. Let's see here. No, you know what? I think that I'm going to just do that, and I'm going to punch out a couple of balloons using my hard punch. Okay, so I just used my basic black marker and made some tails for it, and now I'm going to tape it down to the backing, just like this, and then I'm going to tape it to that. We are just about ready to put it all together. I am so excited. I'm just scared. I hope it works. Okay. So now what we're going to do is put 2 dimensionals there. One here. One here. And I'm going to take some of these, if I can find my scissors. Where did my scissors go? They're there. Okay, so I'm going to cut this. And cut this. this is taking me a little bit, but I want to make sure it's straight and even so that everything works right. So just patience with me, my friends. I think you'll be happy when we finish. Okay. It worked. Look at that. It worked. Okay, see? I'm so excited. Look at this. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so then you would just pull it open and you have your little message inside, and then you can close it up again. Isn't that just the coolest thing? I love it. I'm so excited. Okay, if you have any questions about it, let me know. And I'm just so excited that it works. Just let me know, and happy creating.